Hey guys, it's Keaton here from TechSmartt, and when you see me wearing a blue polo like this, you know something significant must have happened today. So today is October 23rd, and what happened? Apple had their second press conference at about a month and a half apart from Apple's last press conference, which took place on September 12th. So they released a slew of great things, so without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into them. So coming in first, they released the Retina MacBook Pro 13-inch. So they said this was a very big success with their 15-inch model, and they went ahead and wanted to release one for the consumers that want to spend a little bit less money and get the more ideal laptop in my mind, which is the 13-inch. So it features the same ports as we see on the 15-inch, and I'll show a picture of the ports section of the laptop for you guys right now. So it features an HDMI port. I thought that was kind of significant as Apple didn't do that in the past. It starts off at $16.99, and pre-orders start today and will be shipping to your doorstep around November 2nd. It has a 29% higher contrast, and that is absolutely amazing. The screen on the Retina MacBook Pro looks gorgeous. I personally had a hands-on demo of one at the Apple Store a couple months after it was released, so there was not a big wait, and it looks great. So we're going to be seeing this great pixels on this brand new computer, and I hope to own one soon. And also it comes up to 768 gigabytes of flash storage. So for the people that want a lot of storage on this and they want, SSD, this is a viable option for you. So the next thing released was the iMac. Now, we did not see this coming at all. So Apple definitely threw a hard curveball and definitely threw a strike at us. So with the iMac, they did something really unique. They did not put Retina into it, but what they did is they made it 80% thinner. Yes, we are talking paper thin. I almost thought it was just a sheet of aluminum foil. That's how thin it is. So you're seeing a picture of it now on the side. And if you're not saying it's thin, then you know what? Go look at a regular iMac now and compare it to it. My iMac feels obese, and I am very sad for it. So they have this new kind of technology in it featuring Fusion Drive. So what it is it's one piece, and it has SSD with a hard drive in it, there. So we have two pieces into one drive, so obviously it gets the Fusion Drive. So what it does is it stores your applications on the SSD, and then it stores your documents and other things on the hard drive. And the hard drive can go up to 3 terabytes, and the SSD goes up to 128 gigabytes. So what this does is it allows your applications to open quicker, and then for you to put all your other kind of space on the 3 terabyte hard drive if you do choose for that option. So they released the 21.5 inch model, and that will be shipping in November, and that retails for $1,200 and $1,299. I'm so excited here. And then the 27-inch one starts shipping in December, and that is $1,800 or $1,799. So overall, this iMac update threw me a huge curveball. I did not see it at all, and my iMac is not feeling good right now, so I gotta go tend to that. So the next thing Apple released is the 4th generation iPad. Now before we go into this, this is not the iPad mini. I'm just going to give a big spoiler alert as the iPad mini was released. This is simply the 4th generation iPad. So what they did is they increased a bunch of specs in it. So they put an A6X processor in it. Yes, better than the current iPhone 5, which is kind of sad as I thought the iPhone 5 would be revolutionary for quite some time, but they just defeated it right now. So we have a tablet that is now better than my iPhone 5 in terms of processing. It is 4G LTE, and with this iPad, they opened up a new gate, and Sprint, the United States carrier, will be carrying this iPad. So that's pretty much all they did to it is they upgraded the processor on it. So obviously it's going to be 2 times faster with graphics and internet surfing. So I like that a lot. So for the price of this, it's just going to stay the same at $499, and it'll be shipping at your doorstep on November 2nd, and pre-orders start this Friday. So I think this is kind of cool how they updated it and then updated the iPad mini, and we'll go into that in the next segment. But I like it how they went ahead and did 2 things versus just the iPad mini, and didn't make the iPad, the current iPad, the last generation iPad, the new iPad, the iPad third generation. I know I'm just rambling on here. Feel obsolete, and they kind of updated them together, and they both make them a great solution if you want a bigger 9.7 inch kind of screen, or the 7.9 inch with the iPad mini. So the last thing released at this Apple event, and this is the thing everyone's been waiting for, is the iPad mini. So when this was debuted, they kind of compared it to the Nexus 7, and it was almost a big slap in the face for Google to just show how much better Apple's tablet is compared to Google's Nexus 7, which features a 7-inch screen. So with this one, it features a 7.9 inch screen, so kind of the 9.7 flipped around, as you can kind of see, and I think they did a perfect job with it. So the resolution of this is 1024 by 768, so the current iPad 2's resolution, and the price point for it is $329, but the iPad 2's is $399. So there's definitely a significant difference, and I kind of find it funny, the old generation iPad 2 is still more expensive than the current iPad mini, but they did a perfect job with pricing it. So in terms of processor, it features an A5 processor, and I think it's perfect for it because if they featured an A6 or A6X, they'd be making the devices behind it obsolete, and that's not what Apple wants to do. They want to keep making sure the market share is still coming in for both, for all their devices, and I think they did a great job with it. So the iPad mini does feature 4G LTE, and it is with Sprint, the new US carrier that will be featuring the iPad mini as well as the 4th generation iPad, but it has a slew of carriers that it was, and I'll actually show the slide to you guys right now. So in terms of color, it is coming in black and white, and what's neat about this is it features the same kind of slate as we did see on the iPhone 5, just we do not have the glass on the black, so it'll just be pure black aluminum or anodized black aluminum, and then the white one will have these kind of silver anodized, not anodized, just the standard aluminum as we did see, and then on the front we'll have the black glass as well as the white glass on it. So I think the iPad mini really was a showstopper, close to the iMac, but I think the iPad mini kind of went a little notch over than the iMac. So overall, the iPad really did sell me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of recap video. If you could not, go ahead and tune into the live stream, which lasted about an hour and 30 minutes. That was the entire Apple event. So 2 hours for us because we did the 30 minutes before. We had a blast. It was a lot of fun. No, it did not beat the record of the last iPhone 5 live stream, but we had a blast. Seeing the Apple products be released, it's just so much fun. So if you guys enjoyed this recap video, please be sure to give this video a like, as it is greatly appreciated. And I actually took today off from school to go ahead and cover this for you guys. So thank you guys once again, and I highly recommend you hit subscribe because, you know, we might be giving away an iPad mini. I don't know. Alright, thanks again, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.